Welcome to Centauri Stir Fry. How the heck are you? Hope you guys are being excellent to each other out there. Today, we're dusting off another old school Batman black and white statue. This time, it's by Jim Aparo, a legendary artist, one that I grew up with. So you had two towers of Batman, right? You had Norm Brayfogle on Detective, Jim Aparo on Batman. Man, it was a great time, and I loved his art. He's done some of the most classic stories that probably define Batman currently the most. I mean, come on, the guy was just all over Batman, and I believe he started in Brave and the Bold. So I think it was issue number 100. This is issue 200, the last issue. So I think he did like nearly 100 issues, but this is the final issue, and it's a great example of his art. I think it's just kind of fun, and it's also when this book transitions from Brave and the Bold to Batman and the Outsiders. This is also the first appearance of Katana, G-Force, and some other people. A good example of Jim Aparo's art is this, 414. I really enjoyed this book. It was great. I bought this for like 50 cents somewhere. It kind of sums it up like this. It's like, okay, this girl was killed by a knife, and that drug dealer over there, that scumbag, he goes by the name Blade. That's gotta be him. Turns out it wasn't. And the killer gets away, and Batman's like, shit. This guy with the knife killed this girl that Batman liked. He was actually trying to get laid at one point. Can you imagine that? Those are the days. He was like human in things. Like he made mistakes. He got beat up. He tried to get laid every once in a while. It's like now the current Batman is just like kind of weird Grant Morrison created man god. I mean, I'm not even sure if he has nipples. Anyway, let's check this statue out. I think if you're into Batman, you want to like just get a little bit more. Nightfall's great. Lonely Place to Die is great. Death in the Family's great. 10 Nights of the Beast is great. You're gonna have a good time with that. You're gonna have a great time. Let's get in there. Zip. The Batman black and white statue, designed by Jim Aparo, a classic. Next to the Batman Blackest Night Batman Pop, also a classic. Here we go, the Jim Aparo Batman black and white statue. I know this isn't for everybody. I know this is not everyone's cup of tea. I rarely ever hear someone say, my favorite Batman artist is, and you never hear Jim Aparo followed after that. It's always like Jim Lee or something. I always thought Jim Aparo was kind of like, almost like a Neil Adams clone, just a little bit. He's got like an elongated, athletic style body. It's like Christopher Reeve's legs, you know? Not like a bodybuilder, but you can tell he works out, and he can probably do more push-ups than you. Fresh. He's got this really cool looking hand. He's doing something. It's strange though. It's like he just, you know, slid down the pole, ran into the Batcave, and he's like, oh my god, I forgot my password. Oh, he's like typing on a keyboard. He's like, I think it's Robin 69, but I'm not sure. Is it Robin 69 1 or Robin 69 exclamation point? This is like his classic Batman suit from like majority of like maybe the late 70s, the entire 80s, and some of the 90s even. This suit was used for so long, the classic bat symbol and the cool spines like that, and just really awesome. Jim Aparo has a very distinct flavor with his capes. They're just like right in the middle. They're not crazy Kelly Jones territory, but they're also not like, you know, just boring little spines, whatever. He likes to give some movement to this. Sha-sha, sha-sha. Now we get to the midsection. I'm just a huge fan of the classic bat belt, the castle design. I'm not really sure what you put in there, like lipstick, or maybe like some quarters for the toll. I don't know how many tolls there are in Gotham, but I imagine there's quite a lot. I mean, it's probably a pretty liberal city, just, you know, considering the crime rate. I think it might be one of the first Batman black and white statues that actually incorporated the yellow spotlight design, but I think this might have been one of the first ones, but I love it. I love that they stuck with the classic, and to my knowledge, the statue has never been reproduced. Like, there's no second version of this. Like I said, because Jim Aparo is not real popular with everybody, but I dig it. And what I really think is funny is look how high that belt's pulled up. Look at that. That belt's so high. I mean, he looks like some old dude with a metal detector on a beach. You know, you laugh at him, you point and laugh, and you're like, hey, old timer. Where's the flood? And he's like, in my day. And then next thing you know, like his alarm goes off and he finds like some kind of pirate treasure. Okay, here we go. The upper torso area and the head sculpt, which is like this really cool cowl, and it's got this black faceplate seemingly on there, which is like kind of like a shading effect. Something that was used even back in the golden age, and Jim Aparo just kept on doing it. I think it's kind of a cool effect. And you see this on like 90s buttons when the Batman craze was hitting, and you just see this look everywhere. And it allowed Batman to be very expressive. You just know he's judgy. He's a rich dude. He might be fighting crime and everything, but you know he's judgy. He's like, ugh, Arby's? Don't you know that'll cause diarrhea? He's just very dismissive and very judgy. You know Batman is, and that's what these eyebrows represent. They represent someone probably looking out for your best interest, but you know they just don't do a very good job at communicating that, and they kind of come off like a snob or like a butthole. His artwork is always unassuming, and it's almost like it's not really going to grab your eye yet. But I think what it does is it draws you into the story, and it allows the writer to do most of the heavy lifting. That's what Jim Aparo does best. He allows the writing to take over and to take center stage, but I think what he delivers is just a solid story. Like, you're never confused about what's going on in Jim Aparo drawn comic books. What I dig about comics is when they just flow. And Jim Aparo's artwork flows. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. It's a classic Batman and black and white statue, in my opinion, a great one. Remember, spay neuter your pets, and fear is the mind killer. See you next time.